All right, this is Changelly. So Changelly is a exchange site where if you have something that's outside of your current exchange site, like mine was Binance. So I saw XEM was down to like 90 cents, and I feel like there's an opportunity for me to get a good 15 to 20% return on my money. So if I buy it at 90, I'm going to go ahead and sell it at 115 or, 110, 115. Actually, 110 is 20% or a little, my math is a little off, but like somewhere around there. So if you list my videos about your 100 steps, so these steps that they take are towards your compounding profits, basically. And what we want you to do is keep making exchanges. It's a scientific exchange. You kind of watch the market, do your research. XEM is a strong, uh, uh, cryptocurrency. It could be the future. I mean, it's different than the rest. It's got some new blockchain technology, and it just got a weird text. But you know, uh, doing your research when you do your exchanges on your cryptocurrencies is like so important, right? So anyway, we're gonna go through and let's just say we want to do this exchange. Okay, so we have the exchange that I did is I did 0.09736 Bitcoin, and I got 1201,786,816 XEM. So if this is what I want to do, I have to enter this in. And when you do this, you have to take into consideration if you use like Shapeshift IO, something that I like to use, but they didn't have any XEM available. And the reason I like to use Shapeshift is because you don't have to, they exchange your money. So, I mean, you want to know what your exchange rate is, but you should have that figured out so you get pretty close, which I do. I do all my transactions on a ledger paper or a book. So let's get started. So we have our Bitcoin and we want to get XEM. Let's say we don't want to get XEM. Let's say they have a few available, not as much as Binance, but they do have some that Binance doesn't uh, have anyway. So they have Dash, Ripple, Litecoin, Dogecoin. Now Binance doesn't have Dogecoin. First Blood, ADEX, Bytecoin, Civic, Digibyte, uh, EOS, Game Credits, Gollum. See how blah 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 right there. See that? OMG is doing good, and Stellar and Augur. So if we want to, let's just say we want to trade for OMG, that we get 62. So we want to do the exchange. Boom, go to the exchange. So something that everybody's got to remember is you have to have a wallet specific to the currency that you're wanting to receive. And each wallet is different because each cryptocurrencies are, some don't even use a blockchain. So I suggest you use one that does because nobody likes centralized currency. That's the whole point of, the getting the cryptocurrency and moving on to the next level, because that's what cryptocurrency is if you guys watching this don't realize this is the next level of our currency. The dollar is in every country is controlled by central banks, and central banks can increase interest rates, lower interest rates. They can manipulate the system. Like if you guys understood the people, economics is an extremely complicated thing to understand. But those that even like have a grasp of like how complicated it is. When you have a central bank system, they can actually they can control recessions and they can control depressions. And then when you have a market correction, they do the market corrections. So they can control recessions, inflation, they print more money. It's, I mean, this cryptocurrency is like the best thing to happen to the earth. Like, really, especially with the blockchain technology. And the crazy thing is they're taking blockchain technology and they are applying it in other places that's like doing good. Anyway, I get a little sidetracked about stuff I get excited about. So right here it says you have point and see it just did a market correction on its own. So that's good. I mean, Changelly is an awesome website. So we have 0.09736 Bitcoin, and we are going to get 62 roughly 0.16 OMGs. That's right, OMGs. I love that. But anyway, I don't know if they did it on purpose, but it's pretty cool. So you go to the next, and this is what they tell you. We need your OMG wallet. All right, so you have to go get your OMG wallet and put it in. So whew, you put in, let's just say, hmm, I paste this in. Oh, that was the winner of today's uh, $50 Bitcoin. By the way, send me a message if you haven't yet. And if I don't receive a message by tomorrow night, then I give it out to somebody else. So anyway, after you put your OMG address in, they won't let you move on without the OMG address. So let me see if I can't find one real quick. I got my OMG deposit address, so we'll put that in. Nope. One of these days, let me go ahead and move this over here. Bam. Paste. And we'll move on to the next. All right, so it says details for processing. So always check your details, always check your recipient address, make sure everything's right. It gives you your Bitcoin breakdown, the commission. So, 0.3123, 0.3124 OMG, and then the transaction fee, which is basically 0.3, and how much time it's going to take. So you just want to make sure that, you send, they're going to give you that you get this right here correct. I mean, you got to get that right because if you send the wrong place, you could lose it. I mean, I've dealt with Evercoin and Shapeshift before where something has happened in the transaction and, I kind of got a little scared and thought the money was gone. But, I contacted the um, customer service and they actually straightened everything out. So, I mean, it's a good process. These people are solid when they do this. You just got to make sure, it's okay to double check. It's okay to triple check. I do, especially when you're dealing with, I know $1,300 is a lot, but you want to make sure that you get those transactions correct and all the numbers correct. So double, triple check. It's good. So confirm and make payment. So when you get here, I always take a picture of my transaction ID number right here. And the reason is because if something goes wrong or haywire, it allows their customer service to be able to, come back and track what transaction might have went haywire. And then copy this address, boom, go back to your Bitcoin wallet and send your Bitcoin to this address, or you can scan the QR code, and then they do it typically, like with Changelly, it's done in 10 minutes, less than 10. It's once the transaction comes through, it actually depends on which coin you decide to use. But typically, like this transaction that I just did for XEM took like 5 minutes. So it's in and out. Every time you do a transaction, you do get a little skeptical, or not skeptical, a little bit of anxiety, but it's okay because sometimes you're like, oh, get there, get there, get there. But it gets there. So everything's good. So XEM right now is down. Like I said, I have a lot of apps. I have like 3 or 4 apps on my phone that um, I track. Crypto Pro, like everything has their own. Oh, look, 88. I think I actually got uh, the NEM at 89 cents. But if you see, here we go. It is down 6% in a month, 9% in a week, and that's this is the one I'm looking at right here. So if you look down, you see that fall. I mean, this is a good currency. You know what I'm saying? It's as far as is in the global market, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It is in the top 10. So, I mean, it's a well performing um, crypto stock. So, like I said, I don't want you to take advice from me because, like, sometimes I'm I have a mathematical mind, but sometimes I tend to try to use the force. So, do your own homework and happy transactions. Remember, 100 transactions. I'll go ahead and leave the link for the 100 transactions in this comment section because I guess it's not in the other one, and we will get them going. And good luck investing.